college. I am, for want of a better term, head of IT. I also run the maths part of our STEM program, which has just started this year. So if anybody wants me to ask me about STEM afterwards, I'd be happy to answer any questions. Well, not any questions, but most questions. Now, as I said, pretty low tech. Don't look at the screens, there's nothing like that. Look at me. Okay. My little presentation, how long do I have? Is there a big hook?
8 minutes. 8 minutes.
Does a hook come down?
Yes, it does. It's
Brilliant. Excellent. Okay. Well, if I run out of time, because I will just run off talking all the time, I apologise. So I might come to an abrupt stop. You might be a cliffhanger. What happens next? I'll come and do the second part later on, or another teach me, or talk about something else and teach me. Anyway, engaging kids. Hard enough in any subject. Particularly in the one I'm going to talk about. Algebra. 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 3 words to guarantee to instill at least apprehension, fear, passed down through generations. I could never do algebra at school. No, ask your teacher, I don't know how to do that. I did it a different way. It was all different in my day. I have introduced algebra in primary schools. I love going into primary schools. Thankfully, I'm not a primary teacher because we all work way too hard. But I love going to primary schools because the kids are so receptive. I introduced concepts of algebra by stealth, more or less. Stealth and edutainment. That's like education and entertainment. And I like to say reward, but it's real bribery. My approach, pretty low tech. I've done this in a few primary schools. I have some basic equipment. I prepared this earlier by going to coffee shops quite a lot this week. I've actually in the past been sponsored by MuzzBuzz. I go to MuzzBuzz and say, can I have 20 cups? What do you want 20 cups for? To teach algebra. Okay, here you go. Right. So, my approach is to go, and I'll treat you like primary school kids maybe. Maybe, all right. So I go to the primary school and say, look, today you're going to be detectives. Okay, I've got a well, actually, I say first of all, a bit of entertainment. Who's afraid of snakes? Anybody afraid of snakes? Oh, someone put their hand up. Yeah. Oh, thank goodness, I've got jelly babies in this one. All right. Sometimes I have snakes, sometimes I have dinosaurs. You might be thinking, as a properly PC primary teacher, we can't do that with children. We can't give them tasty jelly bags full of sugar and artificial. Actually, these are artificial colours because it says on the packet no artificial colours. There's plenty of sugar in them. Anyway, if you're worried about being nutritionally correct, I use grapes. I'm amazed that some kids don't like grapes. Use seedless grapes. Okay? Or carrot sticks, or a variety of whatever fruit is in season, like on MasterChef. Now, I go to the kids, I say, look, you're going to be detectives there. I've got some jelly babies in here, but you're going to help me find out how many there are. So, I'll choose one person who's in front of me, and you're going to take a peek and tell me, just count that. Keep that in your... Remember that? Because you're going to be my judge at the end. As I go, I've got a number of jelly babies in here. And what I'm going to do is, who likes jelly babies? Do you like jelly babies? Sure. No, it's not very enthusiastic.
I love jelly
Excellent.
babies.
Okay. All right. Now, this is where you all going to do this. So I'm going to tip some of these out. So I'm going to tip out. So I try not to handle these unless I have gloves on. Jelly baby? Jelly baby? Jelly baby? The kids are thinking, oh, he's got a guy on the floor now, isn't he? Okay, so, how many jelly babies have I tipped out of this? All right. Keep that in your minds. Okay, 4. It's easy to tell me how many jelly babies were in there, wasn't there? How many were in there? 6. Is that right? Excellent. Let's try it again. I've got a different, you can eat those. Okay. The thing is, you're not allowed to chew them, you've got to suck them. Right? Now, I've got a different number in here. Okay? So, jelly baby? Okay. How many's that? Yeah. Okay. Now, I had some jelly babies to begin with. How many did I tip out? No, these 3. Because I was at the trial run. 2. How many did I have left? 3. Okay. How many did I start with? Oh, okay. Then I say, oh, great detective work. How did you do it? If I had this magic number in here, and I tipped 2 out, and there's 3 left, how did you work out how many there were? Very good. Okay. And then I go on to, and I haven't got a whiteboard here, so what I do is I draw. I know what. Okay. What I do is I say, look, I've got this number of jelly babies in here. Okay. I took out 2, and I then embarrass myself by drawing jelly babies here. Did I take out 2 or 3? 3. Okay. All right. Okay. I took out 3, and I know how many were left. Okay, there's 2 in there. Okay. So we gradually get to the idea that this number in here, okay, plus 3, okay, sorry, minus 3, okay, is what? 2, okay? And someone says, oh, how did you do it? Well, I just added them back on. All right? So, 1 minute to go. Okay, you see what happens. Very quickly, I try and then do an abstraction. So I try and draw clouds instead of cups, because I'm used to drawing cups. Okay, and I ham it up and I say, my clouds aren't very good. Some of them look like potatoes, some of them look like men with big noses, etc., etc. I'm using these clouds to represent an unknown number. Okay? What could I use instead? Someone goes, oh, let's use a square. Okay, so I'll say, well, you know, my squares aren't that good either. What about, and then we get on to, eventually, someone will know a bit about it. We'll use X, we'll use a letter. And so I develop a situation where I sort of formalise and abstract this, so I get X take 3 equals 2. Okay, and they go, oh, so the answer is 5. So I do the opposite of taking 3. Time's up. Okay, sorry. I think this is a great method because I can do subtraction. I can put some in and count them. I can get 2 of them. Okay, 2x. Okay, here 3x. Okay, and then I take some out, put some in, and I get the answer. And so the kids get the idea that this, okay, doesn't stand for Xerxes or zebras or xylophones. It stands for a number. Okay, and that's one of the big misconceptions that kids have. A stands for apples. No, it doesn't. A stands for the number of apples. Okay, people get confused about what a variable is. Okay, and that's one of the big misconceptions that kids come to school with. They go, but you said X was 6. No, X is just like a little cup. You can have as many, you can wave it around if you like. I just give you a word. All right, look, I'd love to come and talk to you again at greater length, but I think this is a great tool for teaching algebra, especially in primary school. Okay, because everybody's afraid of it. Bribe them, okay, with jelly babies, bribe them with grapes, bribe them with carrots, but they love it. Okay, and the time goes by really quickly, as you can see. Thank you very much.